Okay, so in this tutorial, I will show you how to download, install, and run the Super Nintendo emulator for Windows Vista and any Windows operating system, I'm sure. Anyway, go to Google and you can want to Google Super Nintendo emulator. It'll pop up like that. Then you're gonna click on the first one, the emulator zone, and it'll bring up a list of emulators that you can download. This one's the one I use, the SNES 9X, and I like it. It's really easy to use, and I just like it. And this is supposed to be the best one, but I found that this one's actually simpler and much better to use, so I will be using this one for any tutorials I make on a Super Nintendo. So anyways, you're going to click on it, and it'll bring up two more choices, and you're gonna want to go with the newer one, obviously, of course, and it'll be version 1.52, or if they change it, newer. You click on that one. You're gonna want to save it, and I usually save to my desktop. I'm not sure what you do. Okay, now that you have it saved, you're gonna find it here and on your desktop or wherever you put it. And I myself use WinAce as my uncompressor, whatever you want to call it. And so you're gonna bring it up, and you will extract or unzip, whichever it's gonna be, to your desktop again. And it should come up as an edit file, and you're gonna double click on that, and it's right there. I mean, it's that easy. Here's the file right here, and um, I have already dropped it on my desktop right here. So okay, so now you're gonna want to bring that up, and so now as you can see, it's blank. So you're gonna want to do load game, but there's nothing there. So what you're gonna have to do, you did that because you need this file right here called ROMs, and the folder's empty, so you're gonna have to get yourself a ROM. Now, just as a little legal note, theoretically, you're only supposed to use ROMs of the games that you own. So if you own a Super Nintendo game, you can use that ROM of that Super Nintendo game. So I'll show you how to go get a ROM right now. Okay, so now we're back to Google. You're going to be typing in Super Nintendo ROMs, and it'll be the second one down. You just click on it. Now, I found that coolrom.com is a very trusted site, and they have a lot of ROMs on there. So I will put the link in there too, in the little description. It'll come up, and let's see. Let's go. Everyone played Super Nintendo, I'm sure. And we played Mario. So let's go down to Super Mario All Stars. Here we go, Super Mario All Star. Okay, you're gonna select the ROM that you want, being this one, and then you scroll down. You have to wait whatever time limit you have. Right now, I have 8 seconds to wait, and um, like I said in the legal note, I don't know the actual law, but I'm pretty sure it just says that you can only play the ROMs that you personally own the game for. So, nothing's stopping you from downloading as many as you want. Just make sure you own the game. So, anyways, download the file. I usually save mine, but yeah, saving's probably the best way to go. You're gonna save it to your desktop. It's already done. So now you go back to your desktop, and here it is right here. You'll double click on it. You're gonna extract just that one file. You probably don't need the readme, and you extract it. And then once it's extracted, here it is right here. So this is the game itself right here, all in the form of the file. And you're gonna go back to your file ROMs that I've made you keep open, and you're gonna hold down the mouse button and drag the Super Nintendo ROM into the file for the other ROMs. And then you can delete both of these because you don't need them anymore. There, they're gone, don't need them. And now you have one ROM sitting in there. Okay, so now we go back to the emulator and we click on File, Load Game, and it'll bring up, you know, the ROM file that it finds, and there it is, Super Mario All-Star. And double click on it, and here we go. There's Mario All-Star. As you can see, it runs really smoothly and really simple to use. And so let's pause this now. Actually, let's give it a bit. Anyway, so let's do a quick little recap here. If you want to play it, you just double click on the file it came from, which is your Super Nintendo, and here it is right here. And I find it's really easy just to drop and drag the file onto your desktop. So all you gotta do is double click on it, and there it is, it loaded, it's fine. And so now I will show you really quickly how to use a controller like an Xbox 360 controller, like an Afterglow, which is what I will be using as an Afterglow controller. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug in your Afterglow controller into your USB port. And this is a little thing I found out from my computer. I don't know if it's everyone or just me, but you're gonna have to X your emulator again. You have to load the emulator while you have the controller plugged in. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to input configuration, and then you're gonna click on the up, and you're gonna hit up on your controller. Then you're gonna do basically all the controls like left, down, right. There. Now it's got it signed for my controller of my Xbox. So now with my Xbox controller plugged in, I will start up the emulation, and now it works just fine with an Xbox controller. And I will make a second video about how to get two controllers working on the Super Nintendo emulator at the same time on the same computer, so you can play two-player on all the two-player games you want to. And to finish off, I will go quickly do a last little recap. If you wish to add ROMs, you just double click on this, and there's your ROM file right there. Double click on that, and then you just drop your ROMs into this file right here. It says it's empty because I took the ROM file and I dragged it onto my desktop, so it's easier to access that file instead of going through all the other steps. So there you have it. That is how you will run a Super Nintendo emulator, and I will post a second video on how to get two controllers on it so you and your friend can play co-op to your heart's content. And until next video.